So we're getting ready for a 5-day hike, helping a buddy get a thin-horn sheep over in BC. And so we got all our stuff out on the floor. And a little tip that I do here for keeping all your clothes dry, I pack all my, let's say my shirts or whatever it is, socks, in these different little bags and fold them up real tight. And that keeps a lot of my gear a lot drier. And then we got all our other gear, sleeping mats, sleeping bags, all this kind of stuff. It's been a good thing to pull together and go through and see what we can get light. And that's our food. So we're gonna be adding in the food. It's a lot of fun here packing with my cute little girl. Good morning. So we left Chetwynd this morning at, what was it, 4:45. And right now we're getting breakfast, which is going to be yogurt and granola. We've just got past McLeod Lake and all Bear Lake and all that kind of stuff. Some really pretty country there, and we're not that far from our place that we're going to be carpooling. So we are with our carpool couple. We are in Smithers. It's basically the last place of civilization until way up north. We're at 2:17. We got what, another 6-7 hours left? So a lot of good kilometers. Here's our lunch, been eating olives and kippers. So
And cheese and nuts.
Cheese and nuts. Trying to find stuff that's not dried food right before we get up there and start eating.
Dry food.
Yeah, dry food, yeah. We just got here at like 8:15. We got all the quad trailers set up. We're all ready to go. There's gonna be 4 of us on the quad, and we're trying to get into the cabin tonight. And it's kind of cool right now. I'm guessing it's probably about 5 to 8 degrees above, and that's it. There's fresh snow on some of the mountains. This is going up the mountain at night. We got 4 of us here on the quad. Probably not supposed to do this, but anyways, we made it through a lot of the worst obstacles. If anybody that knows this trail, there's some pretty neat obstacles to get through. So we decided to put 4 adults in a 3-man tent.
I think this is a
We
2.5
got-
bed.
Jasmine's already tried stealing Abigail's and Leif's sleeping bag.
So it's got a nice little front entry on this thing. We've actually quite enjoyed that because of that, because you can kind of have your boots there. And yeah, we basically just found a spot on the trail. The cabin was taken. Somebody dirt biked in and they're sleeping in there, so we're not gonna bug them. But yeah, this is the sleeping arrangement for the night. The girls are having a lot of fun, so that's a good thing. It's getting close to midnight. Well, good morning. We had our first night in the tent. We just let things dry out a little bit before we all pack up. We're getting breakfast for us. Since we're leaving the quad today, it's gonna be yogurt and granola. After that, no more heavy food like that. Last night it was pretty cold. I'm guessing it's probably about +2 or 3. Today it's just to get everything packed up and get on the mountain. So we're back on the trail and haven't got to the worst part yet. There's a bunch of muskeg ahead. There's our little buggy. That's normally where, like, that's our first typical big break, and then we move up from there. But we might kind of, and then we'll hike along that ridge, and then we'll probably go left towards that big black way back there. So it's the 2nd of September, and this is the earliest we've been out here in the mountains doing hunting. And we're just glassing. We haven't seen a lot of rubs or anything right now, just because I'm guessing that the rut's just starting here, just similar to like it is farther south. So we're getting ready to go up the mountain here, and we just made up our active. This is the Plexus Active stuff, and then what we do is, yeah, we are trying to be fairly good packers, but we also add electrolytes. So I put electrolyte powder in here. Right now Abby's at what, 30 pounds? 32 pounds? I think we're gonna make her pack a little bit lighter here in the next little bit, just because of drinking water. And mine's at 40. So We're set good. Jasmine's just cleaning out the optics. We're pretty much ready to roll. We just sighted 5 sheep. Now typically in this area they're not hunted real hard, but we know that they're super skittish from sightings in past years. And so we really got down, just crawled across this hillside so we could get a better look. From what we could tell, there was just 5 ewes, and even though there could have possibly been a small ram there, we just let them walk. So we got another 6 sheep over here. I'm not sure if there we go, the camera picks them up. So we're stalking our first potential caribou. He's just down in the valley, kind of right in there. We got a couple hours till legal light ends, and he's got definitely the mass to be a good shooter, but it's whether or not he's got the points. So we'll catch you soon. So we came down to have a look at this caribou. Right there. He looks like he's got strong 3 points, 3 or 4 points, but he doesn't look bigger than that. So that's part of our trouble. We gotta have a 5-point with a sticker on the back. It's 7:30, it's time to go set up camp. I saw a caribou here just a couple minutes ago. It's a really nice 7x7 bull, like a beautiful bull. It's getting close to 8 o'clock. We got another half hour of legal light. Jasmine and Chris, they're roughly, I'd say about 300, 400 meters from him. And he is just standing there, totally broadside to us from here. I would say he's about a kilometer away, or a mile away maybe from here. You gotta shoot right away. I should have just shot him. Then we got a fire going, as you can see. Really nice setup. We're gonna set up camp here for the night. It's just been really hard tracking this guy. We lost the trail so many times, but what's really exciting here, we just come down this hill. We've been following him through the buckbrush. I guess he's dragging his belly. So far he's been heading down. So, oh man, look at them scuff marks. He's not happy. There he is right there. Oh man, we have, this is the coolest thing ever. Look.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And a sticker on the back.
Yep.
That is a good way to end the hunt. I mean, if you ever felt one of these things, it is just incredible. Like he's starting to just to get rid of his velvet, but this is butter smooth. But you can see he's got a really nice fan here. He's starting to drop the velvet on the back. He's got some nice points here on his fronts. Really good brow stickers.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, right there. That's a really good one. This one here is just over an inch. Yeah, he started just, this feels like amazing.
I never actually felt that caribou with velvet on there.
Well, the story is I saw this one, we were setting up camp about an hour before legal light, maybe not even that far, like 45 minutes. And I saw him and he's just walked up to this one spot and he just stood there perfectly still, perfectly broadside to us across the valley.
First Jasmine was gonna take the shot, but she just couldn't quite get the right angle on it, and then it bolted, and we ran after it. So we had to go over a little hill, kind of into the valley, and then up on a hill. So we ran as fast as we could, and this guy stopped. For me, it was at the very last chance.
Yeah, it was like he was almost on the run.
There was a smaller bull down in the valley that we were watching. That's why we came down to the spot that we were at.
Yeah,
because we were watching a smaller one. It was a 3x3 up top, and then this guy was spotted.
yeah. So this is how we get water. People pay millions for this stuff. I mean, like, that's crystal clear water. We just set up camp here. We're come above to glass. You can see the white camp just above. My wife's head there. She's in the teal. Well, it's getting close to the end of day 2. I'm gonna just flip around and show you sunset. That is beautiful. As the sun goes down, I think Jazz and Chris are at 32 moose, and Abby and I are at 22. Not moose, sorry, animals spotted. So 32 animals spotted between them, and 22 between us. So that's a lot of animals in 2 days, and 1 caribou down. It makes a beautiful end to day 2. So we woke up on day 3 of our hunt, and there's snow all over the mountains. There's all snow. You can see this snow and ice stuff that's melting. So yeah, it's cold morning. It'll be interesting getting a fire going, but so far the animals aren't moving, and we're just gonna hunker down for a little bit and wait till it clears up, because it looks like it might do that in another couple hours. This is the food for the morning because it has been so wet. We haven't got a fire going yet, but thankfully the snow has stopped now. So what we're probably gonna do is go outside, build a fire, and get some warm food in our bellies. So we've seen a bachelor herd from camp this morning after it quit raining and snowing, and we're hiking out to them. We were gonna go over that mountain today, but we've kind of changed plans a little bit, and we're gonna go and see if we can't close the distance on this moose, because it looks like it's kind of like a trophy. We been camping or hiking for a little bit here, doing good. Our camp was back on that hill behind us. It's been quite a ways out already, but there's a caribou trail that runs all the way along the base of this mountain here. It's really cool. So we're just booking it over to that moose over there on that hill.
On that hillside over there is where we spotted the 3 bulls. Now there's a cow out there, and then just to the right on that other hump there, just down from there, is another bull. Now we got this spotted. So we're trying to figure out how to get close enough to these big bulls without jumping them. So we're talking about either going through this valley and up that ridge line above that bull that Abigail.
The little bull and cow really posed a problem for us, and actually took us a long time to figure out a way to get into these big bulls. We've been going up quite a ways through a ton of buckbrush, and now we're getting into the timber. We found a trail through here. It's really hard to get in position on these moose. It's a long ways up, and it's not easy going. That was some hard hiking, man. It was crazy, but hey, we're out of this stuff. We're out of the buckbrush. We're back up an elevation, and Abby's picking cranberries. This is good stuff. This other one is on the dead side of your screen there, dude. It's just gonna brush a little bit more. Now we got Jasmine set up here. Chris with the spotting scope, and we're all set, ready to. So the bull is shot. He just went down back here. So we're coming up on this bull here. I think he's pooched.
He's a big bull though, he's scary. He's scary. Holy. Oh, that's a big bull. 3x3.
Yeah.
And a brow. Wow. We should get them out and then we can measure them and start working.
Yeah. And that's a wrap for the day. You can see the rack back there and meat got all done up. We're heading out to make camp in a different wind zone here so that the bears, the grizzlies don't come and find us in the night. Yeah. Anyway, so we'll be back. We put it in a place where we can spot it in the morning and get a good eye on it, make sure there's no grizzlies and stuff. We're cooking up some good food. They're doing beef stroganoff and noodles. But anyways, we've been talking about like the beetles apparently.
They're little creepy crawly insects and they hide under rocks.
No, Abigail, we're talking about like the beetles.
Oh, I thought you said something.
And we're trying to figure out if they're still
Insects?
alive. We don't know if the beetles are still alive.
Hokey doodle, that fire is getting close. Oh, that looks good, Abby. Those things are really swelling up this time.
They are.
Last time they were little rubber things. This is really good. Look at that. Well, they didn't boil long enough last time because we put them with the noodles.
You guys already ate your first course.
No, not yet.
We're gonna dump the noodles in after these are done.
Good morning. So what we're basically doing here is we're drinking coffee. We're trying to actually warm up because it's decently cold. Socked in with rain, so you can't really glass much. We're gonna glass that mountain here a bit later and see what we can do, but there's too much cloud and stuff on it. It's too much right now. And everywhere else is all raining, but this is kind of the camp setup. It's probably the nicest camp setup we've got. The tents are like fully set up here. It's really cool. Welcome to the first glass really of day 4. We've all got our binos and got a pretty good spot right here. We got a caribou.
4x3.
We've seen a lot of big bulls out here. There's 2 more big bulls up on the hill, like definitely legal, like monsters almost. We're leaving camp on day 4. It's probably the nicest camp spot a person will ever get to there. The goal is to go down and get the moose. So here's how we've loaded up for getting this moose out. Abby's taken most of the gear, which I'm guessing is probably around 60 pounds. Or even 70. And then Jazzy's got a bunch of meat and some of her gear still. And then Chris, he's got the rack. He's the man. And then he's got a bunch of meat and gear as well. And then I've got 2 packs of meat in mine with very little gear. But that's going to be a heavy pack no matter how you look at it. So we're loaded here right now, and we're all pretty heavy, packing very good weights. Abby's got like a ton load on there, and so does everybody else. It's a heavy load. Got Abby picking the trail out here, and Jazz and Chris and I falling up and behind, and trying to give our bodies an ounce of rest every so often. Abby's just trucking away. So is Chris and everybody else. I don't think that's as heavy as yours. ground we're walking on. It's a pretty steep side hill. And this is how we walk. If we go down, it's all the way down there. It's a pretty good start. So with a big pack on your back, you walk real careful. I've already gone that far across. For whatever reason, it's never as steep on camera as it is in real life. Well, we made it. Yeehaw. Look at that. Now it's normal hiking. There we go. So apparently Chris is really hungry. He's been studying this thing like it's a book. Oh boy. I must...
You know it's really good jerky when the package.
No food left.
Oh man.
But it's the flavor that counts.
Uh-oh, just wrappers. Wow, man. That's a lot. That's one thing we could go without, those little funny packs.
In this moose for a long time.
Yeah, gets pretty heavy. Yeah, no kidding.
I wish they made these edible. If they made these edible, we could haul less weight out.
Yeah, I know.
More calories.
Probably if you eat it, it'd be like a filler and like.
Yeah, and you guys would be packing me off the mountain, not the moose. And trust me, I'd be a lot more annoying than the moose because I'd say, hurry up, get going, no brakes.
Guess what? We would duct tape your
I'd be
mouth
prodding
shut.
you guys, I'd have the little stick and poke you in the side.
Jasmine will tie his hands and feet together and duct tape his mouth.
Not happening there, Chris. Oh dear. And that's a little bit of the humor of the trip. We had a bunch more last night. Every night it seems, as soon as it gets dark, we got to put on like this recorder to play someday.
I know. Well, Abby and I are definitely not morning.
No, but there's something that happens when it gets dark. It's like weird.
Our sixth senses come out.
Or sick senses. Oh dear. We've just been in that valley. And now we're coming into a new one that we haven't been in yet, and we just seen some super fresh sheep tracks. So we're just gonna glass around here, and then we're gonna come over into this next valley. There's water running underneath our feet. You can hear it. So we're all huddled underneath this ground mat here. And Abby and I, or we all saw the rain coming, but Abby's like, hey, put some buckets out real quick. And so we did. We put some buckets out, pick up rainwater. And that's one way to get water and drinking water in mountains. And then we set up this ground mat here to keep the wood dry, because we know how a pain it is to start fires with wet wood. And then we started seeing this water dripping off. And this is
on the other side of the valley.
Yeah, there is sheep already on the other side of the valley, which is pretty cool. But then with this rainwater that comes off of this, we've got like, pretty much enough to do supper water. There's no water right around here for drinking. It just quit raining here for a little bit. We got the fire going here, but we just got a lot of snow up top. It's cold, a lot colder than what we wanted it to be. But it's perfect sheep country. There's sheep right over on the hill over there. We're starting to warm up now. We got mac and cheese on cooking and everything else. This is just a blessed time.
I start.
We're playing snaps.
No, Chris start.
Look at that.
Got it.
Go for it.
No, that's the wrong way, isn't it?
No.
Go clockwise. I better get in this game. It's pouring rain out here. We are literally camped on a mountainside. It's such on an angle that we've put stuff in the sides of the tent to keep it level. And it's cold. So,
like 2 J's you saw?
wow, the sun's out this morning. We camped at the tree line. way down the hill and had breakfast. You can't even see our camp from here. It's way down over that way. And we've seen a ram up that way. And he was way over there. And then I came and started coming to check us out, but he's not legal, so we just leave him there. But yeah, this is pretty much the view. The cool thing about when you get in the alpine meadows is you get these low bush or ground crawling cranberries, and they're just scattered all over. Like literally, if you were out here, you could pick them by the gallon. There's tons. If you look at them, they're red and they got little white spots on them and stuff, which is fine. And they taste actually really, really good. We're taking a break and we're trying to figure out nicknames before we head out or to get the next load of meat. So currently Chris is Grizz, Jasmine is Goldilocks, and then my name was what?
I don't know yet.
It's not further these out.
Oh, something like or what did I call him? What did I call him?
I don't remember.
Hiker? No, Mighty. Oh. Pack rat.
So we just got back from packing a bunch of weight here back, meat back. The girls did a really good job of this. Jasmine and Abby, they put sugar, salt, and pepper on this meat. You cut it in thin slices. And then we got it smoked over the fire. You honestly can't beat that. That is some good, solid meat. We're coming out of the valley. Pretty much in what? No, Chris isn't a serious guy, just so y'all know. And we're leaving the valley. I am. You are too? Oh yeah, we know. So big goodbye to the beautiful paradise. All we need is some palm trees and some heat, and you'll never find prettier country.
You won't find moose where there's palm trees.
No, that's right.
I don't know about that. This is the Paradise Valley of the 5 Lakes.
Beautiful.
Hey, babe.
That is beautiful.
On the side?
So last night we had a little bit of trouble with this trailer. The hitch busted off just after we started. And so we just went out with just a little bit of sleeping gear. Today we come back to see what we can take out on one quad. So there's 4 people out last night on the one quad, and today it's the equivalent of that, just in a different form on one quad. So we'll see how this goes. We got the whole trailer on the back of the quad. We can't sit because the trailer is right blocking our seat. See? Got it all tied down. So anyways, we're making it work. The trailer hitch broke, so it's improvisation. It's a challenge. It's fun. There we have it. Nice cappuccino from Bell to Lodge.
Cabins in the background. Ooh, that one's a grass house roof.
That is cool.
This is a pretty little place. You know, we should build a place like this.
So I was just listening to some conversation in there, and the guy came in and asked what's their biggest industry. Summertime, it's all the mining, and well, that goes year-round kind of thing, but then the heli skiing is what they're most known for. So yeah,